Good morning, students. So moving on to the next concept of this M2, and that is that this will be last concept of Fourier series. Okay. Basically, in Fourier series, what we are trying to do is we are trying to represent signal, that is time domain function, in terms of sinusoidals. Okay. So we are trying to represent function f of x in terms of sine and cosines. Okay. And why it is necessary? Because if f of t is uh, signal, and if it is transfer through one medium, okay, there are chances of corruption. Okay. There are chances of error. So it's good to write down its Fourier series, okay, which will give you information about that signal f of t. Okay. So before going to the actual definition, let us look at some preliminaries required to study Fourier series. Okay. First is periodic function. So f of x is periodic if there exists some positive number t. I repeat, if there exists positive number t such that f of x plus t is f of x. Alright. This means that graph of f of x is repeated after the interval t. And this should happen for all x. Then second important thing that we require is definition of even function, which is f of minus x equal to f of x for all x, obviously. And in that case, graph is symmetric about y-axis. You can see it here. So examples are x square cos x, then x square into cos x, and many more, x raised to 4, x raised to 6. All even powers of x can be taken as even function. Then third is odd function. So f of minus x is minus f of x, and this is true for all x. So in this case, graph is symmetric about opposite quadrant. Okay. So for example, you can take x cube or sin x, and x cube into sin x, or x raised to 5, and so on. Alright. And their multiplication as well. Multiplication of sine and cosine, that means multiplication of odd and even function is odd, that I wrote as the next point. So third is product of two odd function is even. Alright, remember that product of two odd function is even function, product of two even function is also even, then product of even and odd is odd function. Okay, all these things are required when we write Fourier series and their coefficient. Okay, and sixth point that is important, that if t is period of some function f of x, then for positive a, period of f of ax is t by a. Alright. Now, why this is necessary? Because if I ask you what is period of sine 3x, then you can immediately say it is 2 pi by 3. Alright. Because period of sine x is 2 pi, I am talking about fundamental period. Okay, the least value after which that graph repeats itself. Alright, that is called as fundamental period or period. Alright. So if I ask you what is period of tan 3x, then that will be pi by 3, because period of tan is pi and tan 3x will be pi by 3. Alright, fine. Then next thing that we need are Dirichlet's conditions. Dirichlet's conditions. So if f of x is given function, Then Dirichlet's condition on f of x are f of x is finite value. Okay, given function defined in some interval c to say c plus 2l. Okay, c to c plus 2l. So f of x has to be finite valued in this interval. Then f of x is continuous, okay, or it may have finite number of discontinuity, finite number of discontinuity. That means the number at which f of x, or the value at which f of x is discontinuous are finite. Okay, that's what I mean by second. Then finite number of maxima or minima in given interval. Okay, finite number of maxima and minima in given interval. And fourth point, f of x is integrable. Alright, so if this condition 4 are satisfied, and those are called as Dirichlet's condition, then one can think of writing its Fourier series. Alright, fine. So I repeat, f of x is finite valued in that interval, f of x is continuous, or if it has some point of discontinuity, they are finite in number. Then third, it should have finite number of maxima or minima in that interval, and f of x is integrable in that interval. Okay, so these are Dirichlet's conditions. Then next thing we require is generalized bipart rule. Bipart rule of integration. Okay, and that is that we have already studied in M1. Integral u into v is equal to u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus and so on. Okay, so where suffix denotes integration. Okay, and this dash, okay, dash, this u dash or u double dash denotes differentiation. Okay, so this v1 is one time integration of v, v2 is 2 times integration of v, v3 is 3 times integration of v, and so on. Okay, this u dash is derivative of u double dash is second derivative of u triple dash is third derivative of u, and so on. Alright, so this we require further. Then we need some trigonometric formulae. So sin A cos B some trigonometric formulae. So sin A cos B is 1 by 2 sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. Then second, cos A cos B cos A cos B 1 by 2 cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Then third, sin A sin B 1 by 2 cos of A minus B 1 by 2 cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B alright. So these three formulae we need. Proofs are very easy. This you did in 12th. Okay. So next we need two integration formulae. Integration formulae. First is integral e raised to x cos of bx is equal to e raised to x upon a square plus b square into bracket a cos bx plus b sin bx. Alright. And second, integral e raised to x sin of bx dx is e raised to x upon a square plus b square. Then a sin bx minus b cos bx. Okay, so these two integration formula are going to help us. Fine. Then some angles, some trigonometric values for certain angles. So in that, cos n pi, sin n pi is 0 for all n belongs to z. For any integer n, this is 0. Okay. Then sin 2n pi is also 0. Third, cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. Okay, and you can verify it by giving some values to n, of course integer values. Then cos 2n pi, that means these are even numbers, so cos 2 pi, cos 4 pi, cos 6 pi is always 1. Okay, and this value 1 plus minus 1 raised to n is, see, if n is even, that this becomes minus 1 raised to even power, so that is 2. Okay, for n even. And if n is odd, this becomes minus 1, so 1 minus 1 0 for n odd. Okay, this we need some time. And then at last 1 minus 1 raised to n is, now if n is even, this becomes 1, 1 minus 1 becomes 0 for n even. And if n is odd, this becomes minus 1, so minus minus is plus, so for n odd it is 2. Okay, so with this preliminaries, now we are ready to define Fourier series. Okay, so Fourier series, so let f of x be periodic function of period to L. I am defining in general, defined in the interval c to c plus 2l. Okay, you may consider boundaries defined in c to c plus 2l, satisfying Dirichlet's conditions, Okay, so everything we have discussed. I mean, what do you mean by periodic function? What is what are Dirichlet's condition? Everything we have defined. Fourier series of f of x is given by f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity. This is a naught, okay, or a0, an cos of n pi x upon L, this L. Okay, so if it is 2 pi, then it will be pi here, plus bn sine n pi x upon l. Alright, an cos n pi x upon l plus bn sine n pi x upon l. Alright, now the obvious question is, what are these coefficients a naught, an, bn? So let us define those coefficients. Those are called as Fourier coefficients. Okay, so a naught, an, bn are Fourier coefficients. Okay, they are defined as a naught is equal to 1 by L integral c to c plus 2L fx dx. Okay, an is 1 by L integral c to c plus 2L f of x cos n pi x upon L dx, and bn is 1 by L integral c to c plus 2L f of x sine n pi x upon L dx. Okay, fine. So these are Fourier coefficients. Find out these values. Okay, find out a naught, an, bn for that particular function. Okay, obviously this will be in terms of n, and put this in that Fourier series. That will be Fourier series representation of that function f of x. Okay, fine. So now let us make some cases on L. Okay, so cases, if f of x is defined in minus L to L. Okay, period is 2L. all right, say minus L to L, so total period is 2L. You can see here it is minus L, here it is L, so total period is 2L. If f of x is defined in minus L to L and f of x is say even function, okay, then Fourier coefficients becomes are a naught is 1 by L integral 0 to c to c plus 2L. This is c, this is c plus 2L, so minus L to L f of x dx. all right, so now one thing that you know, for minus a to a, integration of even function is 2 times 0 to a. Okay, so this is 2 by L integral 0 to L fx dx, because what I know is f of x is even function, so minus L to L becomes 2 times 0 to L. What about an? An is 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x cos n pi x upon L dx. Now here f of x is even function, cos is even, product of two even function is even. So minus L to L, this whole even function will become 2 times 2 by L 0 to L fx cos n pi x upon L dx. Okay, so lastly Bn becomes Bn is 1 by L integral minus L to L fx sine n pi x upon L dx. Okay, now f of x is even function, sine is odd, so even into odd is odd, so this whole thing is odd, this whole thing is even. So from minus L to L odd function का integration becomes 0. Okay, so for minus L to L interval and function is even, then a naught survives, an survives, but bn is 0. Okay, and in that case Fourier series becomes, so Fourier series becomes, therefore Fourier series becomes f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an cos n pi x upon L. Okay, and bn is 0, so there is no next term, and where a naught is 2 by L 0 to L fx dx and an is 2 by L 0 to L fx cos n pi x upon L dx. Alright, so where a naught is this and an is this. Okay, now this was for even function. What about odd function? Okay, so that we'll write. If f of x is odd, that is second case, odd function defined in minus L to L, okay, and period is 2L, that is again same minus L to L, this period is 2L, then Fourier coefficients becomes, then Fourier coefficients become a naught is equal to 1 by L minus L to L fx dx. Okay, so this is odd. So for odd function minus L to L integration becomes 0. Then an is 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x cos of n pi x upon L dx. Now here f of x is odd and cos is even. So odd into even, this becomes odd, right? Odd into even is odd. So minus L to L, integration of odd function is 0. Okay, so a naught is 0, an is 0. Let us look at bn. Okay, bn is equal to 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x sin n pi x upon L dx. So f of x is odd function, sin is odd, so odd into odd becomes even. So this integration becomes 2 times 0 to L, okay, f of x sin n pi x upon L dx. Alright, so in case of odd function defined in minus L to L, a naught and an becomes 0, bn becomes 2 by L, 0 to L, fx sin n pi x by L dx. And Fourier series is, okay, and Fourier series is f of x is equal to a naught is 0, an is 0, so only this term will survive, n is equal to 1 to infinity, bn sin n pi x upon L, where bn is this, okay, where bn is 2 by L integral 0 to L fx sin n pi x upon L dx. Okay, so this is all about theoretical part of Fourier series and different cases on different interval and nature of the function. We'll have some examples in next video. Thank you.